welcome back to Macomb County News. We bring you the most recent news of today, and probably all the news you've probably already heard from your neighbors. I'm Joseph D'Souza.
And I'm Ms. Goinger, Olivia Daza. Tonight we are going to bring you the latest updates on what is going on here in Macomb County. After almost a year since the incident of the fire, Miss Maudie Atkinson is doing well and prospering thanks to the continued efforts of those in the community, especially that of Miss Stephanie Crawford. Though maybe we should be applauding Miss Maudie for putting up with her current company.
On another note, the disturbance in Macomb has gone down since the anonymous break-in in the Radley place last August, but recently has increased rapidly. Certain characters have been seen distributing cruel notes and stalking targeted victims. Neighbors are on high alert and are asked to let Sheriff Heck Tate know anything if they see anything suspicious happening immediately.
In a few days' time, there will be a memorial to help to remember all of those who passed in Macomb County over the past few years. In particular, Mr. Radley and Mrs. DuBose, who left us during the winter season. All of those are welcome to attend, as this is a perfect time to bring the community together.
Since it's Halloween night, we ask all to stay safe on the streets, and we ask all to refrain from taking out the garbage till the morning.
In terms of global news, Adolf Hitler is currently the leader of Germany and is persecuting all of those of the Jewish faith. It is unclear at this point to know what is going to happen next because of all of this. And now on to our weather segment. We are now joined by Stephanie Matthews, our field reporter, in front of the Macomb County Courthouse.
Thank you, Olivia. Today we have some real cloudy skies on this chilly October evening, and we have some strong winds coming in from the southwest today. As you can see, our little town has been covered in an unusual blanket of snow in the wake of this chilly and icy conditions, even though it's still the early fall season. Anyways, tomorrow's supposed to warm up just a bit, and hopefully it won't be too cold as it is today. It is forecasted for clouds and some strong icy showers, and then you better stay inside for the icy conditions on the roads. Anyways, I am standing in front of the Macomb County Courthouse, where not too long ago we held the famous trial between Tom Robinson and Mayella Ewell. In the wake of this trial and the death of Tom Robinson, Macomb has become a quite little town as it was before. Back to you.
Thanks, Stephanie. And with that, we are going to discuss new updates about the infamous trial held here in Macomb.
If there is a reason you haven't heard already, the trial against Tom Robinson has been a hot topic ever since the verdict was released. This month-old story all started off when Ewell accused Tom Robinson, a black man, of allegedly raping his daughter Mayella.
For the trial, attorney Atticus Finch was appointed to defend Tom Robinson, with key witnesses being Bob Ewell, Miss Mayella Ewell, Tom Robinson, and Sheriff Heck Tate. The verdict was released as Tom being guilty. And shortly after Tom was beginning his sentence at the jail, he attempted to escape by climbing the wire fence, but to his dismay was shot multiple times and ended up dying. What a tragedy.
Yes, and we have some new developments on the feud that broke out after the trial. If you haven't yet heard, Bob Ewell has a severe grudge against anyone who has any connections to the case whatsoever between Mayella and Tom Robinson. One big part of this aftermath was a threat that Ewell gave Atticus Finch, an attorney who defended Tom Robinson during the trial. Not only did Ewell have the audacity to spit in Mr. Finch's face, but he also had the audacity to threaten to murder him. This is unbelievable. What poor etiquette on the countryman's part.
Oh my. And not only that, but Mr. Bob Ewell even started to target poor Helen Robinson, Tom's widow. Helen reported that Mr. Bob Ewell was harassing her every day on her way to work for Mr. Linkdees. The situation has cleared up by now, but it is unclear what Mr. Bob Ewell is going to do next.
Now out to our field reporter, Stephanie Matthews, interviewing Rachel Haverford.
Thank you, Joseph. So, Miss Rachel, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing fine now that school started again. I have to babysit my nephew Jill for another year.
That's good. So, what do you think about this whole Tom Robinson situation?
You mean that black man that Atticus defended not too long ago? With Miss Mayella Ewell and that nasty father of hers? Well, I wasn't there for the actual trial, but I'll tell you one thing. It brought a buzz to Macomb. Woke up our sleepy little town is what it did.
So, do you know any details about the case?
Oh, why yes, I'd be living under a rock if I hadn't heard a single word about it.
So, do you believe in the verdict that was made that evening? Do you believe that Tom Robinson was guilty?
Well, if the court says so, then yes. But, well, you see, I'm friends with Atticus Finch. He's my next door neighbor. And I don't not believe that Atticus would defend a black man if he didn't believe that he wasn't guilty. So if Atticus truly believes that he's not guilty, then I guess I do too.
So for my final question, I would like to ask you, what do you think about the recent action that Mr. Bob Ewell has been making in the wake of this trial?
You mean spitting in Atticus' face like that? That man is disgusting. Downright trash. I just hope he doesn't hurt poor Mayella or any of those little children.
Well, thank you very much, Rachel.
It's been my pleasure, dear.
Back to you, Joseph.
Thanks, Stephanie. And now on to our sports segment. As you guys may have known from the newspaper by good old Mr. Underwood, Alabama's college football team has a great possibility of making the Rose Bowl this year. Last night's game, they won 42-20. A huge congratulations goes out to the team and the fantastic players. Another big win for Alabama was... Sorry, we're going to have to cut the sports segment short. We have just received breaking news. Now back to the newsroom.
Well, this is some pretty shocking news. I'm just speechless because it's so unbelievable.
We have just received breaking news that none other than Bob Ewell himself has just attacked Jean Louise and Jem Finch, the children of esteemed attorney Atticus Finch.
Yes, and this is without a doubt Mr. Bob Ewell's attempt at revenge against Atticus, who went against him in the trial against Tom Robinson. We have also just been informed from Sheriff Hectate that Mr. Bob Ewell was carrying a kitchen knife and attempted to stab poor little Jean Louise. She must be very happy that she had her Halloween costume on, for she would not have survived without it.
Yes, and she is very lucky, for Jem Finch is now unconscious, has a broken arm, and has small injuries. Why would Bob Ewell want to kill innocent children? They've done nothing to him.
I know, they are very, very fortunate to be alive. But their saving grace was the fact that it's so dark outside that Bob Ewell could not see a thing that he was doing. He ended up stumbling into the tree and falling on his knife, killing himself. It's so ironic that the same man that jeopardized a poor innocent black man's life ended up killing himself by accident. I say that Mr. Bob Ewell deserved it.
Well, we shouldn't use those words to describe it, but I can't say that I don't agree with you. Anyways, this Halloween night has been very exciting and very eventful. Don't you agree?
Definitely. Join us tomorrow evening as we interview Miss Maudie Atkinson and find out her secret on how to grow such beautiful flowers.
Good night, everyone.
Straight.
How did you do that with your... Okay, do yours on purpose now?
It's terrifying, don't do that. Are we live yet? Okay. Thank you, Olivia. Today we have some real cloudy skies this chilly early October evening. We have some...
Stop laughing! I'm Joseph D'Souza.
And I'm his co-anchor, Olivia Daza. Tonight we bring you the updates.
What is she laughing at? It is forecasted for some clouds and for...
We should be applauding Miss Maudie for putting up with her current company.
Ha, so loud.
It was
Black man who Atticus defended not too long ago with Miss Mayella Ewell and her nasty father.
Stop. Go away.
Okay, give me the... Action! Sit straight.
Ha!
Sorry,
I don't have to babysit my nephew Dill for another year.
So, that's good. So, what do you... I'm sorry. Breaking news!
2, 5, 4,